It is Thursday, 6th day of June 2025. Welcome to the Lord Abwaga TV newspaper review. Straight away we start by the Standard, whereby the main headline reads, Godfathers have it. The Standard goes ahead and writes, MPs yesterday did what they have been accused of doing, rubber stamping an executive decision, this time on the reconstitution of IEBC. While the nominees may tick the boxes on paper, Parliament missed a critical opportunity to restore public trust by failing to meaningfully interrogate their political pasts. A more probing vetting process could have gone a long way in assuring Kenyans that those entrusted with overseeing the 2027 polls are not proxies.
Those of us who may differ with those who are supporting, please do not make any threats to the country. We have our constitution, we have our laws, and we have institutions which we must have faith in.
We must shame them today by approving these names, having a commission in place, and having credible elections in 2027.
As members of that opinion say aye. Aye. Will those of the contrary opinion say nay? The ayes have it.
I think there is a funny thing that I was asking myself. What were the MPs doing as far as vetting is concerned? The IEBC Commission needs 6 commissioners and 1 chairman. Then the vetting process produced 6 commissioners and 1 chairman. Now, what was the purpose of the members of parliament to vet them? Since the vetting panel had already approved 6 and the commissioners are supposed to be 6 with 1 chairman. Now, what was the essence of the vetting from parliament? And it has come to our attention that all these IEBC commissioners, in one way or another, they are related to a political godfather somewhere. For instance, the IEBC chairman, that is Bwana Erastus Ethekon, ex-Turkana County Attorney, is in one way or another a friend or a close ally to former Turkana governor, that is Bwana Josephat Nanok. And as you are much aware, Josephat Nanok is Deputy Chief of Staff at State House. That is a close ally to President William Samoei Ruto. In return, Josephat Nanok provided us with the IEBC chairman. President William Samoei Ruto, it is alleged that he nominated Anne Deritu, former registrar of political parties, and Mr. Francis Odhiambo Aduol, former Vice Chancellor, Technical University of Kenya. Then again, we see there is Junet Mohammed's brother-in-law, that is Hassan Noor. He was a former provincial commissioner and a former chief administrative secretary in President William Samoei Ruto's administration. You see, that is a brother-in-law to Junet Mohammed. That's why you see Junet Mohammed praising President William Samoei Ruto's administration day in, day out. Because he understands very well that there is a reward behind it. And you can remember, this very Hassan Noor had not been shortlisted earlier on by the vetting panel. His name was just dropped in days after shortlisting of IEBC commissioners. And now it is coming out that he is a brother-in-law to Junet Mohammed. Then we see Musalia Mudavadi is a godfather to Moses Muhwana Alutalala, a personal attorney to Musalia Mudavadi. He was previously associated with ANC, and currently he was the one who was tasked with an opportunity to legalize the merger between ANC and UDA. Hey, dunia iko na mambo. Kama una godfather, maneno yako inaweza chemuka. Then we have Fatma Abdallah, former Lamu County Board member. You need 6 IEBC commissioners. The selection committee has nominated 6 commissioners with 1 chairperson. Now, what was the parliament doing as far as vetting is concerned? What were they doing? May believe that in vetting, you come up with a list of members. Maybe let's say if you need 6 members, you come up with a list of 8 members. Then from the 8 members, you nominate the 6. That is what, as far as I'm concerned, that is what vetting is supposed to do. But in this case, it was just but a rubber stamping session by the parliament. Straight away, we move on to the Daily Nation, whereby the main headline reads, MPs punch Kenya shilling 6 billion hole in school budget. The Daily Nation goes ahead and writes, the government faced a backlash for withdrawing an examination subsidy, prompting MPs to restore a fraction of the budget, Kenya shillings 5.9 billion, sparing parents the extra fee burden. But the lawmakers, in a typical fashion of robbing Peter to pay Paul, have raided capitation allocation for schools. Now here, as the Daily Nation indicates, Kenya shillings 6 billion. Public schools lose Kenya shillings 5.9 billion capitation to fund administration of exams. Kenya shillings 3 billion cut from secondary schools. Kenya shillings 2 billion slashed from junior secondary school. 900 million Kenya shillings reduced from primary schools capitation. Again, the National Police Service rejected request. Kenya shillings 3.5 billion to recruit 10,000 police constables. Kenya shillings 9.8 billion for police insurance. Kenya shillings 8.1 billion for security operations. Kenya shillings 767 million for pending bills. Then on to the Kenya Defense Forces, they gained Kenya shillings 13 billion. Recruitment for new Kenya Defense Forces officers, Kenya shillings 2 billion. Operations in Somalia, Kenya shillings 5 billion. Security operations, Kenya shillings 6 billion. Then the National Intelligence Service request for Kenya shillings 1 billion for recruitment has been denied by members of parliament. I think their members of parliament and the executive are trying to continuously do away with quality education systems in the Republic of Kenya. Now, what does it mean when the Kenyan executive and parliament collude to slash Kenya shilling 6 billion from the education system? What does it mean? Education should be one of the basic needs that the government is providing for the Kenyan citizens. Now, what does it mean when they, again, slash education budgets? It means that the parents will have to undergo the expense of education. What an unfortunate state of affairs. Another headline on the Daily Nation, why Mbarire is on warpath rattling UDA. The Daily Nation goes ahead and writes, what began 5 months ago as an ominous warning from Deputy President Kithure Kindiki to Embu Governor Cecil Mbarire is now boiling over, threatening to rock the Kenya Kwanza administration that is struggling to contain a rebellion in Mount Kenya, led by former Deputy President Rigathi Gachagua. Miss Mbarire, the ruling party's chairperson, has alleged a plot by some foreigners in government to undermine her authority. Yesterday, the governor and Professor Kithure Kindiki met to ease tension. Hiyo ni maneno ya siasa hapa kule.
I met with my sister Cess, the governor of Embu, who is also my sister and somebody I love and somebody we've walked a long journey together, politically. Kawambia sasa wacha ni kuongeleshe my sister, not as the Deputy President of Kenya. Wacha ni kuongelesha kama ndugu yako and your age mate. And you will do nothing about what I'm going to tell you. Amuliza Governor, how is it possible? You're the national chairman of UDA. You are a UDA governor and the national chairman of the ruling party. Your party leader, the president, comes to your hometown and is heckled. What reason do we have to have you on board as a... Yeah? How is that possible? It's not possible. Yeah. Vijana wanapigia rais hapo kelele. Ati rais amesema kitu ambayo labda hawapendi.
A few moments later.
Mimi ni chairperson wa UDA party. Na kama kuna mtu amepigwa juu ya kusupport serikali ni mimi Karinda. Divetwa ngadira lakini tembira ngaia ikuo. Lakini nimeanza kuona kuna watu wameanza kunipangia njama na ni watu wako kwa serikali ile mimi napigania kila siku. Those officers from Nairobi who are coming to Embu to hold night meetings to fight elected leaders na hawana heshima na wanajifanya wanaelewa siasa ya Embu kutuliko sisi. When we are working round the clock to fight for this government, tunaambia wakome. Wanajijua those officers. Na wakiendelea I will mention them. Na niwaambie hivi, mimi ni wa before, nimekuwa katika siasa miaka mingi. Msiniletee, otherwise I will talk. Msiniletee vita kutoka Nairobi. Mniambie mmekuwa wapi wakati tumekuwa tukipigania William Ruto hapa Embu. Vita kubwa sana. Tukazunguka hii county na MCAs na deputy. Tukisema kujeni tuingie kwa serikali tusaidie, tuweze kusaidika. Sasa mnatutolea vita Nairobi, mnatuletea hapa Embu. Sitakubali. You know yourselves. Dare you come back to Embu again. Tutaonana mundu kwa mundu. Nengo rutakarinda mbekere muvuto ndeti namwe. Mwache kuniona kama mimi ni mtu holeo hivi. Mutikambose tamae maetomare. Mimi ni kiongozi elected by the people of Embu County and you are going to respect me. Munipatie heshima vile na wapatia heshima. And do not take our support for President William Ruto for granted. Kama kuna shida, mtuite kwa meza mtuambie kuna shida wapi. But musituletee vita hapa Embu. Sitakubali tembe tekerani, mwambe tekeria. Mwagwe na ugambu mwaka kuondevia. Mumere tetue tekera mbara Embu County na tetue kikera. Watu watukosee heshima. Timikutano ya usiku mkipanga huku na mtaki kuambia mheshimiwa Muriuki mkona watu mnachukua mbele South ati mkipanga, wengine mmechukua Runyenje, wengine mnachukua wapi hamtuambii. Tinyinyi ndio mmejua siasa kutuliko. Shetani ashindwe. Neramera come baby come. Nyinyi officers tutajuana na tutangangana. Na msifikirie mimi ni mtu wa kunichukulia hivi. I am a leader in my own right and you will respect me and all the elected leaders in Embu County. Kama kuna shida, call us around the table. Let us discuss it. But do not disrespect us. Because if you disrespect us, we will disrespect you in return. Na netuise siasa. Totia kinyama by mistake. We didn't get here by accident.
I think up to that we don't have much onto our newspaper review. For this and many more, subscribe onto our YouTube channel at Lodabwaga TV. Remember to press the notification bell so that when you come up with this interesting political and governance content, YouTube will automatically notify you. Till next time, goodbye.